It's an honor and a privilege tonight to be able to introduce to you our guest speaker. You may have your seat. I thank God for this young man. He is preaching us revival time. Are you ready for revival? Three of you. Amen. Anybody else want revival? You revived enough? Anybody believe that the coals are burning tonight and we just got to say, God, here I am. Minister to me. Amen. Before I introduce him, we've got some of my wonderful students here from the university. With all of my students at the Griffin campus and Atlanta campus, would you stand tonight if you're here from Beulah Heights University? Look at all these wonderful. Good to have you here with us tonight. Amen. Amen. Good to have you all here with us. And we thank the Lord for each one of them being here with us tonight. And last semester, as I started semester, I had 107 students. And so I didn't know any of them really well by name necessarily, but there was one young man in particular that I never noticed because he was an introvert. And, of course, I'm an extrovert. I talk to those who talk to me, but he hid back in the corner. And this young man is now our guest speaker tonight, Tristan Talbert. Amen? Many of you know him because he's been hanging around the last several weeks. But let me tell you how I was introduced to him. The Lord brought him here from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He left the nest and came here by himself, got on a plane, came here, lived in a hotel until he got enrolled at Beulah Heights University. It was an honor and a privilege that he was in my first class. And again, for the first 7 or 8 weeks, I didn't recognize him because he didn't really stand out because he didn't ever say anything in class and nothing was ever, he was never up in my face, so I didn't really know who he was. And when I gave my midterm in that semester, I noticed this young man, he came up, there was a timed midterm, and it was a 1-hour open book. And he gave me a test after about 45 minutes, and I said, this is a smart young man because he's the first one done in record time. And so when he started to go out the door, I looked down, and the entire test was blank. And so I looked at him and said, have a seat on the front row a moment. And I looked through there, and his entire test was blank. And I said, what? What are you thinking? What are you doing? Why is this blank? It's open book. And he said to me, he said, I gave my book to somebody else that they might do well. And when he said that, the Lord said, that is who I want you to mentor. Somebody who is willing to go the extra mile to help somebody else, even at the cost of blessing somebody else in the need of yourself. So that night, the Lord started bonding Tristan and I, and ever since then, he has become my armor bearer. You'll notice he is doing an amazing job, and I thank God for him. Amen. Can you give God praise for the minister of the hour tonight, Mr. Tristan Talbert? This video is going to be going all over the world. He's got folks all around the country, and we're videoing for him tonight. We thank God, and we thank the Lord that God has sent him here to do ministry. And tonight, let me also say, this will be his very first message to the adult congregation as he goes forth declaring the good news of the gospel. And how many of you are going to support him tonight and thank God that God brought him all the way from Minneapolis to minister to you tonight? Amen. But before he comes, he'll be the next voice that you hear. But before he comes, Thaddeus is going to come tonight and mind for us. Let him minister to you.